not as smart as you thought you were in the first place. Baby, I could use some of your persuasion. Do that persuasion, do that persuasion. To wab away, wab away that taste of your machination. Do that machination, do that machination. It's over. Kaput except for the tailspin. Do that for the tailspin. Do that for the tailspin. Save the dialogue, baby, since you die long. For the old man in the pool. Do that, such a cool room. Do that in the pool. Do that, such a cool room. Tried once.
Good
well,
morning.
I'm not so sure.
What's going on?
Tried twice. And you're by my door. Too bad that you had to get caught. That's not like you to lose face. So sad that you're not as smart as you thought you were in the first place. All your money, no more than an insulation. Do that insulation, do that insulation. Oh, to get away, get away. I watched the window fascination. That fascination, do that fascination. Well, I had a way. Oh, such imagination. That imagination, do that imagination. Oh, the 45, goodbye. I used the whip with no hesitation. Do that hesitation, do that hesitation. It's too bad. Do that, too bad. Do that, too bad. Too bad. Too bad that you had to get caught. That's not like you to lose face. So sad that you're not as smart as you thought you were in the first place. Too bad, too bad, too bad, too bad. So sad, so sad, so sad, so sad. Too bad, too bad. Oh, baby, won't you listen? It's so sad, so sad. Oh, baby, I can say too bad, too bad.
That was Doug and the Dougs with a long song name. Also, the opening theme to the Norm Show. Norm Macdonald's short-lived but pretty awesome sitcom. All right. Pretty decent day. It's not amazing, but not bad by any stretch of the means. Let's see, where'd we land? $5.15, pretty good. No, wait. $5.19. So we actually did $4 better than the day before. So that's pretty good. For this time of year, for midweek sales, it's pretty much exactly what I want to be doing. I'm going to be hitting 500 pretty much every day if I can. All those long 100+ listing days during the summer. This is when we want them to pay off. And you know, they are. So sold a bunch of postcards, but later today will be the bi-weekly is the one that's or twice a week. Bi-weekly is every other week, right? So it's not bi-weekly. It's twice weekly. Postcard what's sold now. So how's everybody doing this morning? I know a lot of people just work and stay quiet and chat, which is all good. We got 8 in the house, so welcome, welcome. If it's your first time here, I'll do the YouTube thing. It's your first. My name is Matt, and this is Jackass Retro. If it's your first time here, I'm a full-time reseller based in Bremerton, Washington. I sell postcards, vintage collectibles, books, video games, and anything I think I can turn a profit with. If you like this sort of content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. There's other ways for you to support the channel down in the description. Thank you for watching, and now on with our show. Hi, Buster. What up, Popeye? Ooh, I just remembered. I know it's John. I always just say it's the thing that I see the name. I say, yeah, that reminds me. I gotta do this. Do. Thank you, Justin. I right as you said it. I was already on it. But thank you for the reminder. That you know what? Speaking of reminders, I just need to get it into my routine when I'm starting the video. If I can get it into the routine, then I've won. Like I used to have a little note that said like, look in the camera. Because I would always be staring off into, I don't know, space or something. Managed to get started on time this morning. Didn't take very long to find everything, which is always helpful. Like when I went into the belt buckle bin, the belt buckle I was looking for was the second one I touched. That doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Well, the COVID free refill get gravy train through the drive-through dried up finally. It was a matter of time. I'm surprised it went as long as it did. So I'm back to making my own cold brew, and it's a hot coffee day, so it's a little chilly. So yeah, this is some pour over, and then I've got my own cold brew. I've been making my own cold brew, and it turns out it's a fraction of the cost of Starbucks. Who'd have thunk? This is I use the Starbucks the Costco brand that is brewed or roasted by Starbucks. Mm. So yeah, that was the long version of the answer is yes, I'm making my own coffee. Like a peasant. Dude, that stupid song is gonna be stuck in my head all day now. All day. I'm gonna have to purge. Hold on. What? Here we go. We'll purge it with a different song. I feel maybe this is appropriate for the chair I'm sitting on. Hey, Buster.
Feeling on the deck, lifeguard. Switch around my neck, lifeguard. What's up in my nose? I wanna be a lifeguard. Lifeguard, lifeguard.
All right, now that's gonna be stuck in my head. Ship by up. I forgot one. Somebody paid late last night. That's fine though. We can run downstairs and grab that real quick. So I had a customer make an offer on a piece of art that I have up for sale. It's a piece. It's a original, not original, but it's a print signed and numbered by a pretty, decently well-known artist. Like it's not like one of those random paintings you find at a thrift shop. Makes an offer, I accept. And doesn't pay. It's a global shipping program. They're in the UK. I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, listen, just a heads up. You basically got one more day to pay for this, or the order's going to auto cancel and eBay's going to defect your account. This might make you harder, to buy from other eBay sellers. If you're not intending to pay, that's fine. Just let me know and I can cancel, and then you can avoid the defect. And they send me a message in response that's like, my financial institution has advised me not to proceed due to fraudulent activity. And so I reply, what does that mean? Like, one, you didn't ask me to cancel. Two, you didn't tell me you're not intending to pay. You just gave me a really weird piece of information with no context. So you need, answer the question. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I mean, I think I know it means they're not going to pay, but that's not a request to cancel. So I'm not canceling, and they can get a defect for all I care. The global shipping program, I have had more like unpaid items go to completion through GSP than probably anything else as of late. And, I'll be honest, like, I kind of don't care on this one because I took an offer a little bit lower than I really wanted to take. So that's kind of on me. All right. This is a book one of Mega City Vice with Judge Dredd. This has been in my store for almost a little over 3 years now. This was amongst the first items I listed, and I took an offer for $15, and it is going global shipping program. And it is not going to fit in one of those. So let's do this. I need to empty that trash can. I used to care a lot more about unpaid items. honestly. Now it's just kind of like they're kind of annoying, but the vast majority of the time, people end up paying. I'd say, like, the ones that go unpaid, probably around maybe 1 or 2% of the time that are just go completely unpaid. I think it when you have a smaller store and you're not making as frequent of sales, it's a lot more annoying. Like when you're making like 3, 4, 5 sales a day, some maybe less, even 10 sales a day, having that that one like even $50 unpaid item like sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like a negative feedback, right? Like it's something you got to look at until it's not there anymore, and it's annoying. We'll do that after. Sold a couple of video game things. Sold Tekken 2. This came from the flea market buy that I did. I think I'm in the black now. Actually, both of these items came from that flea market. Sold for Tekken 2, sold for $17.95 plus shipping. What's up, Mark? What's up, Buster? We need to find you. We need to make you, Buster, a fun little like cat tree or something that you can hang out on while I do shipping. What do you think? Yeah? You like that idea? I like that idea. These are a couple of stereo views. And I'll show you what the ones that they are. Hey. You want to get on my shoulders? So this one is just a lady using some boot hooks to tie up her boots. And then this one, it's just a lady climbing over a fence. How a woman gets over the fence. And then that one there. So yeah, not too bad. They sold total of $23.17 plus shipping. One of them was like $6.95 and the other was like $14.95. Hey. Oh, he doesn't like this. Doesn't like the tape. He says nope. Sorry. Yeah, it was pretty risque for the day. You can see your ankles. Sexy, sexy ankles. Sorry. That was me. I hit the back button on the wrong tab. Dude. What? This is what I have to deal with all day, every day. What? The screen goes right. Okay. Hey, we're working right now. Okay. You want to show the people your paws? Okay. Here we go. Say hi. Show them your paws. Show them your paws. Don't bite my nose, please. Okay. Let's go. Let's buy my freedom. Come on. Freedom time. All right. We sold Guilty Gear Judgment. This is the case only. For case and manual only. For PSP. These were a throw-in at that flea market. So, you know, they were in the $100 buy cost for everything. I got them to throw in. There was 3 case and manual only games, and it was like this, Rock Band, and then something else. And then there was 1 disc only, which was The Simpsons, which is actually a pretty good game that I listed for, I think, $20 for disc only. So it's not huge money, but you know what? $7 plus shipping. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, what's next? I'll be right back. There's 2 items I need to grab. Sold my first ever Squishmallow. This is a Wally Blue Narwhal. I swung by Goodwill on my way to UPS on Monday. I spent $40. I got 2 cookie shooters, a Wagner Ware cast iron skillet that I'm keeping, and 4 Squishmallows. I paid $40 for everything. And little Wally Blue Narwhal here just sold for $20 plus shipping. So, hey, Squishmallows. I'm on the Squishmallow train. They were like $2, $3, $4 a piece. Something like $3, $4 a piece, I think, each. There's a couple that were $3.99 and a couple that were $4.99. Dreamy. I've been looking around as well for alternatives to that, to the EcoSwift mailers. I mean, I don't mind. I can eat the 30 cents a piece. That's not too bad. I've got my $1 shipping cost is pretty much covers that. I mean, it's not, I might lose a few cents on the shipping, but it's not the end of the world. I'm really hoping the price comes down sometime soon. All right, sold this Vaseline glass. Anyone know what this item is? I know there's many of you are going to, but I'll let you guys say what it is versus me telling you what it is. How about that? Nice Vaseline. I don't think it's glowy. I didn't actually check, and I didn't advertise it as such. I don't know where my black light is. Oh, is this it? Nope. That's just a flashlight. Flower frog. You guys got it. I knew you'd get it. You're so smart. Yeah, so this I bought this at the estate sale, the same place where I bought those Schaefer pen holders. or pen displays. I paid $100 for everything, including a bottle of whiskey that they were selling that is currently being consumed or turned into like bourbon cherries or something. I don't know. I left it in Colorado. It wasn't very good, but it was old. But it's that like the whiskey they put in those like fancy decanters back in the day. They put the money in the decanters, not the whiskey. It was like Evan Williams, but once it's empty, I'll be able to sell the bottle for like pretty good money. So anyways, I paid $100 for everything at that sale. The Schaefer pen has already sold, which will basically cover the entire cost of everything else that sells out of there, including this. So essentially, this is all profit. And I believe I think I'm probably in the profit now for everything that I bought plus shipping when I was in Colorado. And the goal is to always pay for the trip with the stuff that you buy. And I think I'm just about getting there. All right, let's do that. And then that. I could probably go in a 6.4, I think. Yes. Nice. Exactly where I wanted the weight to be. Amazon Basics file folders. I was thinking about, like, since I have so many goddamn record sleeves, cutting those up into mailers. Like, I can cut them to size, and weight-wise, they're still 2 ounces. But it's so much time to even do, like, 100 of them would take me an hour. But, you know, if I did 100 of them, that's $30, right? Like, I'm basically paying myself $30 an hour. I'd say, you know, that's $30 savings. That's worth it. I did find, I feel like, some alternatives when I was poking around. I'm going to counter offer this. I really want more out of it. I'm going to go 28. Or meet you in the middle. Leave a message. They're close. You're going to buy it at that price. And we sold some other stuff while we're shipping here. Oh, nice. Not a bad sale either. Ooh. $20. I mean, I'll take it. All right. We got... I'm going to put this one up on screen because you're never going to see it otherwise. This took about a year to sell. A itty bitty little Buster charm. This thing was on a broken chain, so I just took off the chain. Aerosmith charm. It's gold tone, little tarnish, little wear. I mean, it's really tiny. I turned down a lot of offers on this over the years, and it finally sold for $18.95, which is my full price plus shipping. Oh, you've got. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. He wants to play fetch. Here you go. Get it. Well, you got to bring it back, or it's not fetch. Go get it, Buster Wiley. Go get it. Crazy thing yesterday, just on a random eBayer note. Oh, Buster knows what I'm saying. Don't make any mistake about that. He's a smart one. I got a returned item yesterday. It was a postcard. That I sold and shipped August 20th, 2020. It was a overseas sale. it was going to I want to say Brazil, maybe, but I'm not sure. Costa Rica, that's where it was going to. Costa Rica, I sold it a year ago. The thing came back. I thought I threw the envelope over here. Maybe I just threw it away. It had like 15 stickers on the front of it. And it probably took me a good 20, 30 minutes to figure out like what, like when did I sell this, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up doing just a Terra Peek to find it. It was a cool postcard. And I don't remember if like there was a item not received case open on it or what, but I remember that it went to a place where they don't deliver to the home. They don't deliver mail to the home. You have to go to the post office and pick it up. And I communicated with the customer all of this information, and I remember communicating with eBay about it as well. I'm like, listen, this is as delivered as it can be. It's up to the customer to go to the local post office and pick it up, because this region or this country does not have home mail service. So I'm like, and I remember I'm like, here's the link, eBay person, look it up, see for yourself. It's kind of in the customer's hands now. And they never did. So a year later, they sent it back to me from whatever foreign country. Who knows? Like, it was as recently as January 2021, it was sitting in a facility somewhere in Florida. And then it's been sitting in another facility in California for at least 3 to 6 months. I was just fascinated, just trying to find the hey, you're back. You've got your thing. Here you go. So kind of amazing sometimes that, and it got returned to me. Crazy. Like over a year later. So I relisted it. I mean, what else am I going to do? Like, I already know it'll sell. All right, sold a belt buckle. This one took a while. It's a Indianapolis Colts. Colts, yes, it says so. That's how I know. Colts, says right there. Horseshoe. It's like a pewtery, kind of pewtery thing with some enamel. Sold for like $7 plus shipping. We're gonna wrap this bad boy in a Barbra Streisand record. Because I know one thing I know about sports ball people is they like Barbra Streisand. No, the Superman shirt is the one cover that I'll probably add to lots. Every other Streisand album is fair game for being sliced. Like, did I already cut up all the ones I have in here? Oh yeah, like Streisand, the third album, or no, I think that's all. That's it. I've been cutting up a lot of Streisand albums lately. It's been very therapeutic. All right, this next one will also go on the screen, so that you will, because you will never see it. It's very small. This is a Medal of Santiago. Teeny tiny little dangly metal thing. Very old. Well, not that old. It's 1971, I think. There we go. 1971. No, like not sterling, not anything, just the pin. Sold on a offer sent to watchers for $21.21 plus shipping. See if I got any. I like the bubble envelopes. They're handy. Too nice. What do we got over here? We'll use some of this. Perfect. Three-ounce ship. Gotta like that. Good morning, Pearl and Larry. Larry Way Out. That's a new name. Thank you for joining us. We do this almost every day. Usually 8-ish, but it depends. Next, sold a Hot Wheel. 1998 Tail Dragger first edition in purple. Sold for a, you ready for this? Brace yourself. You're never going to believe. $3.95 plus shipping. I know, right? Total Bolo. 1998 Hot Wheels first edition Tail Dragger. I mean, it is guaranteed for life. It says right here, guaranteed for life. Maybe throw a... And I'll be honest, my philosophy has definitely changed over the last year when it comes to lower priced items. I used to have like a bottom end threshold of $10. And you know, if I'm listing a bunch of items that are all similar to each other, you know, I sort of figured out like when I'm comping something, if I'm taking the time to look it up, it almost costs me more not to list it than to list it. Basically, if I put the time in to list an item and then I don't list it, I'm basically losing whatever time I just spent looking it up. Versus if I look it up and I'm already listing a bunch of stuff that's similar, it only takes me about another extra minute to list it, and then about a minute of photos. So as long as I can mix it in with items that are higher value, it sort of makes sense for me to just go ahead and list it. And at the end of the day, you know, every dollar that comes in, it adds up. So I've got a target I want to hit every single day. And if I do that $3 at a time or $50 at a time or $100 at a time, it actually doesn't matter to me. I want to hit that number. Sold a Burke. I've sold a bunch of these now. I got them all for $3 a piece. I've got a few more to list, and now that I've only got a couple of these still listed, I think I might actually get those listed today. I bought them at my local St. Benny for $3 a piece. This one sold on an offer sent to watchers for $21.55 plus shipping. So I'm gonna ship it. Not in that, I don't think. Would it fit in this? I don't think I want to ship it in that. I think I want to ship it in. Will it fit in this? 12, 10, 8. I feel like it will. Sure as shit. Let's do one quick little bubble. I think I've sold like 5 or 6 of these at this point. And even I feel like that should fit. I have a bigger one though, don't I? There we go. Let's see here. We're going to call it 13 inches, 10 inches, 4 inches. Nice, Larry. Yeah, I tried the antique booth thing for a while. Honestly, it requires too much of my time and attention. Even for especially for like lower price stuff. I was putting like my sort of like B team records there for a while. Which was okay. Did I sell 3 records or 2? I think it's just 2. 2. It's just where I live, there's just not enough. One, everything there is like garage sale pricing, right? Like, it's not like a real deal antique mall. And I'm not really interested in a race to the bottom. All right, this is Choker Campbell and his 16-piece band play hits the 60s. It is sealed. There's a little tear in the shrink, but record's never been played. I think I bought this on an eBay auction for like $6. Sold for $64.76. Actually, let me see, where did I get this? Purchase history. I think I bought it. Maybe not. Don't know where I got it then. But yeah, $64.76 plus a shipping. We like that. Yeah, so I've been at the antique mall near me. There is almost nobody selling postcards. The ones that I found are pretty much garbage. So, I mean, not worth the price tags on them. Like the antique mall in Idaho, the antique mall I went to in Colorado, both of them was like, I mean, I could have spent all day in those places. I was finding stuff left and right. Hey, Shopaholic, long time no see. There's one up in Port Angeles and the guy there's a guy that's got a good amount of postcards, but he prices at $2 a piece. He doesn't sell online, and I've actually been trying to do a bulk deal with him for some time. There's an antique shop nearby that has a good amount of postcards, and I don't think they sell a ton of them. And the next time I'm up that way, I'm going to try to buy them out. Because they've got probably 2,000-3,000. And I think they sell very slowly, because the last 3 times I've been there, they're the exact same cards. They charge $1 a piece. And they're not rotating their inventory. So I might just go try to buy them out. I think that's my plan. There's some there's some decent stuff in there. It's not, no Halloween stuff or anything like that, but I think I could probably buy them out for a few $100. And they have a lot of the little postcard books. If I don't take those, then I'm pretty sure they'd sell them to me, because they think they put more value on those little postcard books. All right, so we're done with items that I have right now. We're going to head down to the basement. 2 things sold while we were doing all this. Let me just take a look real quick here, see if we can send out some offers. Got a few. God bless me. All right, let's go downstairs. All right. What do we sell? A Under Armour windbreaker. 6112. $61's over here, right? 61. Not bad. Somebody got a deal. $20 free shipping. Really nice condition. And then we sold a Knott's Berry Farm, real photo. There it is. That's how quick we find stuff nowadays. Most of the time. All right. See you back upstairs. Oh, Holly, that's too bad. Oh, we got 23 of you in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Always nice to have some coworkers while we get done the stuff that we get done. If it is your first time here, we do this every day, pretty much. Just about, kind of, sort of. So make sure you are subscribed and you can join in on future antics. We are nearing the 1,000 subscriber mark. And when we do, hold on to your jorts. Philly Flipper in the house. Yeah, always be listing, you guys. Always be listing. So I'm going to make like $10 after fees on that Under Armour jacket. Getting low on the 45 RPM sleeves. Time to order. I need to order penny sleeves and 45 RPM sleeves. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to do it like a huge penny sleeve order. Like 20,000, 50,000, something like that. So I'm set for life and not life, but a while. And then sell them in the store as well. Cool. $15 by $15 by $48. Why don't you just buy a bunch of them at U-Haul, Philly, and keep them in stock? Instead of buying 1 by 10 or 20, and then you have them. Uline is the most expensive place for packing materials that I've seen. It might make sense for like a huge, like if you're buying hundreds or thousands of boxes. I don't see how the math makes sense if you're not like shipping out of a warehouse. Like, I don't even need to buy in bulk to get better prices than Uline. They're good from what I see for like you know, weird one-offy style boxes, or not one-off, but like if you need custom sized or specific sizes. I mean, I could be, I could certainly be wrong there, but I'm just going based on the research I've done. Yeah. Which, look at that. Who's got their camera ready? Take a photo. Tag me on the Instagram. I mean, there's more than one U-Haul place, right? Who's there, Popeye? Oh, you're backstage. Holy crap. Hey! Nice.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, I think so.
How's the sound?
Sounds great. It's like you were on YouTube yesterday.
I haven't been on YouTube in 18 months.
Holy cow. Well, it's good to see you and glad to have you back and honored to have you back on this show.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
means that I beat out the other guy. But he's doing NFTs now, so he probably doesn't care.
Oh, Chris.
Chris, yes.
Yeah, Chris Shupp. Yeah, I haven't talked to him for a while. I'm just jump on for a little bit here. See what's going on.
Well, perfect timing because I'm done. I had a question for you earlier today last night, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was now. It was I can't. No, nothing.
Are you starstruck?
Totally. As soon as this is over, I'll remember.
Oh,
because I was going to ask you and Mark the same question, and it was regarding like, geez, I'll remember eventually.
Yeah, I just got done. All I've been doing for the last 3 weeks is pricing postcards, putting my little booth number and price. Thank God for price guns.
Yeah. How many like shoebox? I know you're not using shoeboxes, but how many? 4 of them.
I did 40 boxes.
1,000 a box. Holy cow!
700, 700 because they're all sleeved. But yeah, all priced is just a pain. Then I have I don't know if you remember one of those last videos I did. I did the matted Christmas cards, and I think I have probably about 250, almost 300 of those, mostly Santas and just nice cards. And I had to reprice about half of those. So I've just been setting up, getting ready to go in tomorrow, and then I can, thank God, get back to listing because I haven't been listing for 3 weeks.
How much do you sell the matted things for?
Mostly under $20.
Okay.
I'm trying to look around. I thought I had some right here, and I must have taken them all upstairs. But yeah, it's about $20, anywhere between $10 and $20. and they look great in when you mat or when you put them in a frame.
Mm-hmm.
They look great.
They do pretty well in the antique malls.
No,
They do well at the fairs.
they do best at like a craft fair, a Christmas craft fair. But I just have so many of them that I just got to put them. I got to get them out of the house. So, and I can't sell them if they're not being seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried Etsy with them, and I just wasn't doing well.
And 25 cents for the postcards you price gun, just whatever.
What it's mostly it's between or two.
Okay. Okay.
Is that me echoing?
I don't know. Might be me.
Gotcha.
I have echoing off, but
yeah, so do I. But
yeah. Do you? I mean, obviously, if you've branched into a second mall, it makes money for you.
yeah, the first mall, it's up in Waynesboro, PA, a real small town, but it was the only antique mall in a like a 50-mile radius that had immediate openings.
Okay.
And the one I just got into, they were closing. They were all like half the dealers left, and it's only one of two malls left in town. And here they got their lease extended. They called me because they just, half their dealers left. So
Yeah.
I was able to get in there, but I just found that out 3 weeks ago, and I had no cards ready to go. So I had to pretty much sort them into states and topics, or as eBay, it's not states or topics. It should be what? Geographical and non-geographical, but that just doesn't quite fit on a label.
Have they made that change yet? I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen it yet, but I bitched at them because they obviously didn't bother talking to anybody in the postcard world, because it's views and topics.
Yeah.
Or states and topics. It's that's what people look for. They're not looking for non-geographical and geographical or whatever they're new. There's a topographical. I can't remember which it is.
Yeah, there's yeah. Have you been doing when you list item specifics as you've been listing them, or
no? I'm gonna wait and see what their little changes. I thought I read there's that eBay community forum or something like that, and I bitched at them in there, and someone answered that if they do it the same way as they did the sports cards, your state, even if you don't have state and United States and states, it will pre-populate that in there, even if you don't have it, because it if you go through an edit listing now, it'll say, do you want to accept all these?
Yeah.
It knows where it should go.
Yeah. And
my understanding is that if it knows where it should go, it will put those in there automatically. I hope so, or I got 30,000 cards I got to redo.
Yeah. So when they did that with records, right? Like, which was a complete shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously your title has artist, release name, whatever. They one, even if I had it in there initially, when they rolled it out, I had to go back and do the vast majority of them.
Great.
Yeah. They had, you had to select format, like 45, 78. You had to select single or whatever, and you had to put a title on like a 45. Like, what's the release title? Well, there's no release title on a 45, and it's got two songs that you could choose from, or you could just put does not apply. Luckily, on some of that stuff, I could bulk edit, right? Like on a 78, I could just do like bulk edit 78, does not apply for title, and get by somewhat that way.
Okay.
Luckily, I don't have 30,000 postcards up. I've got about 9,000, but I've been doing item specifics since around like January of this year, I want to say. Like I started after going through that with the records, I'm like, oh, this is coming. Like I knew it was a matter of time before they're going to do it with every category. But I also don't trust that stuff's going to carry over.
Yeah.
I fully suspect that I'm going to have to go back and redo everything. But hopefully I can do like a search and say, all right, California postcards, and at least like bulk edit one, even bulk edit one item specific saves you time. Like,
Yeah. I tried that when they first announced it, and nothing changed. I did, I think 200 at a time, I think 200 at a time, and nothing changed. So I sorted everything by state, picked 200 California cards, went into the bulk editor and put the state is California for item specifics, and I don't think it changed.
Yeah. The other problem I've run into is because I'm using Web Interpret, it doesn't populate your international clones with any of the item specifics from your original listing. It only copies over your title and your description. So anytime, like it shows up on my thing, like item specifics required like 6,000 or whatever. and the last time they did it, like when it reached the end of the period, when it said, do your item specifics due by whatever such and such date, I still had like 3,000 that I still hadn't done. Mm-hmm. And then that just went away. Like the listings are still there. The required whatever is still there, but it doesn't say item specifics required anymore. I don't have that alert, which is so weird. Like it just moved required to recommended, I guess.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What is that supposed to be? What, the 15th, 17th of this month?
Yeah, but there's nothing that I don't even have a thing that says like item specifics required yet. Right. Yeah. So how much now? Like it basically just means like they announced it. We only had a month to get it done, but now we don't even know what we need to do. They've only giving us 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm sure they'll take care of everything.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're
Yeah, I don't see anything. The only thing I had item specifics for is I had a couple baseball cards or hockey cards. And the only thing I see item specifics recommended in 18,700 listings.
That's about where I'm at. I've got item specifics recommended at, I don't know, some ridiculous amount that I'll never deal with. But
wait and see what they do. Hopefully it's not too bad. Cautiously optimistic or pessimistic, one of those ones.
Yes. So I have been, I know you've been doing the ending and relisting. I've been doing it like 200 or 400 a day. And mostly a big part of that is because I'm trying to take free shipping off items. But now I'm just doing it as a daily part of my daily routine. But I'm only doing like 200 in the morning and sometimes 200 at night. And I definitely am seeing sales from it. It's I don't know if it's an increase in sales from it, but it's the items are selling. Like
yeah, I had 2 $800 days.
Yeah,
back to back, and then it trickled down to maybe 500 and 300, and then leveled off. But what was weird is the external views, which I imagine is what Google or something like that. It's higher and has remained higher than when I did all 30,000 listings as promoted, like a 5% promoted. And whenever I ended all my listings, those promotions went away. And when I relisted everything, again, the external views was triple what I was getting when they were promoted. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but you would think if everything was promoted, my external view should have been really high.
Yeah.
Higher now without being promoted. It was strange. I posted everything over on Scavenger Life forum.
Yeah, I saw that post. Yeah.
Yeah. and I think they're still high compared to. It's been more than a month now, so all the old data's
Yeah.
fallen off. But I think it's I think it's still high. Let me see.
And the weird thing about that is it sort of goes against what you would think, right? Like at least with the external traffic, you would think that as a listing gets some age and hits and views and shows up in searches and whatever, that it's going to sort of gain steam externally,
Right.
versus not even promote, for promoted anyways, if for external listings. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm looking right now. Yesterday, my external site views was 189% higher than the month previous when it was promoted.
Wow.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's odd. But yeah, I definitely see the benefit of doing that. It also has given me a chance to like sort of reprice stuff that like maybe earlier on I was like, oh, this is awesome, like shoot the moon, and now it's like, I've seen this card now 20 times. Like, let's bring that down. So that's definitely been helping and getting some stuff moved.
Yeah.
My goal was to hit 10,000 active listings for postcards by the end of this year, and I'm at like 86 now. So
that's doable. I wanted to get to probably about 35,000 by Christmas, but which is doable. I can get probably 600, 800 done a week. But I've just been enjoying retirement too much.
Right. You don't want to work too hard.
Yeah.
I definitely, God, it's so funny. I remember, I've told you this before. I remember very distinctly the first time I heard your interview on Scavenger Life. I was driving home from a trip in Eastern Washington, and it was the first time I'd actually heard the Scavenger Life podcast as well. It was the very first episode I ever heard, happened to be yours.
Huh.
And that you were talking about like real photo postcards are where it's at. I was like, whoa, those sound cool. I wonder if I could find one. I've got like 1,300 listed.
Yeah, I love real photos. They're just the money that some of them can bring is just incredible. And then let me show you real quick up in that top row. Some of that stuff's been listed for almost 10 years now, and there's real photos in there that I'm thinking, wow, they should have sold immediately, and they're I only have them priced probably $4 or $5, and they're not selling. So I need to dump probably 6 boxes of old cards.
One of my viewers, I forget who it was right offhand. So I posted a while back a video of like, these are my mystery real photo ones. Like there's just enough information to tease me here, but I can't figure out like location or context or whatever. One of my viewers responded like a month ago on this one right here. They gave me the address of the building. I looked it up.
Is it Ohio?
It is Lindsay, Ohio, 320 South Main Street.
Okay.
Which, if there's any, just to add to the like, hey, you should come back to YouTube. The viewers can be very helpful sometimes.
There's a Facebook group that I had I'd done a video on, and I can't remember the name of the group because when I nuked everything, I quit social media all across the board and just got rid of all that stuff. Now I can't remember the name. I think they changed the name of their group, and I haven't rejoined. I don't even know what it's called. But anyway, there was you could submit a photo to them, and some of those people were just incredible.
Yeah, it's something like antique photograph identification, like something like that. They do they've done real. I've gone to them before, and I'm on a bunch of like identification groups on Facebook just because I get weird stuff sometimes. I'm like, what's this? Actually, yesterday I have a Cloisonne ginger jar that I couldn't figure out if it was Japanese or Chinese, so I posted it on a Japanese studio pottery Facebook page, and I should probably check that. I don't know if they respond. They get some of them get very, very picky if you gotta like be on the down low, because if they find out you're a reseller, then they don't want to help you.
Yeah, I've done that before with Japanese postcards that have the little artist stamp, and I've posted on there. I've posted in like historical societies. Hey, I found this postcard. I'm not sure, is it really from your city or whatever? And sometimes they get back to me, and sometimes they don't. But you got to do all that research.
Yeah, I've tried going with historical societies before. Like this one, I went down like this one in particular. I went down hour-long rabbit holes, probably on like 10 or 11 times over the past year, and to get the address show up in my comments.
That's pretty
cool. Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, there were some people that used to follow my channel that were in that that photo or that real. I think it was RPPC or RPPC postcards or real photo postcards on Facebook, and they were just incredible. They would even be able to pull up street maps from back in 1910s. They were incredible. But
there's definitely like a lot of satisfaction when I'm able to do that by myself. Like when I like the first time I ever did that, it was like this little town in Nebraska, and it wasn't where it was posted from or to, but it was postmarked from there. And I went to the town, and I went to Street View, and I just dropped in the middle of the town, and it dropped me just by chance directly in front of the building that I was looking for. And so I'm like staring at it. I'm like, there's the address. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a stack, probably that thick, of just unidentified real photos, and about every other month or so, I'll go through and see if I can. Maybe there's a new detail. Maybe I, search different, but I'll put Post-it notes on it of where I think it may be. But yeah, it's a nice, like treasure hunt type of thing, and sometimes it's a great card, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, I've got that stack. I've got that stack. There's and I don't know. Yeah, I try not to get too deep down, because like you could lose a day looking stuff up and not get anywhere.
That rabbit hole.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like some of like this California baseball team. The guy's uniform just says California and his number. I've been searching for a year trying to match the uniform with like some California 1930s baseball team, minor league or whatever. You can't find nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's just rabbit hole after rabbit hole.
Well, they don't take up any space. That just the stack gets higher and higher. And when I die and my wife does a yard sale, like or a bonfire, I'm not sure what you do.
Oh, that's we on our weekly show, there was we had a kid on who's like, this guy had a whole bunch of postcards. I was burning them in my stove to keep warm.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, if the proverbial shit hits the fan and the world ends or whatever, I have enough, probably about 700 boxes that probably keep us warm for a while.
Better than a Duraflame.
Yeah. Yeah, especially I'd have to take them out of the plastic totes. I was just looking over at my here. I don't want to keep you too much, but
no, it's fine.
All those right there are are cherry picked. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Those are all cherry picked, all ready for pictures. And then there's my sorting center. I just sit in a chair and just just sort like mail. But that's I think that was I don't know, 25,000 cards that have yet to be sorted
Wow.
and scanned.
So you could stop buying and probably list till
No, I can't.
you can't see anymore. I know. I know it's part of the disease, but
Oh, this side. What side am I looking at? Over here. Those are the dental books.
oh yeah, yeah.
So those are my basement's messy, but that's probably 100 boxes of vintage dental books that I have, and then I'm almost ready. I got those are ready to be listed, but I just can't get to them.
Do you like research price and then like set aside and then just list them all at once, or
Dental books
yeah, the books, or yeah,
or postcard. One more time with that question.
the dental books? Do you like in your process? Do you like research, figure out a price, like just set it aside, put a note in there, set it aside, and then when you've got a bunch ready to go, just blast them out, or you just do them as you go?
I just do them. I just have so many. I'll grab a box,
And
because each one of those boxes some of those boxes can have 100 old like periodicals from 1917 dental dental journal or some crap like that. But I'll just grab a box, and I have a photo area on the other side over here, and I'll just take a photo of them. I have one of those is it Caesar scanners that has a foot pedal, and I can just go page by page and
oh, nice.
snap. You just hit the foot pedal and it takes a picture and goes right to the computer.
Ooh,
But
I should get one of those.
all these are photographed. But they've been photographed for probably 8 months now.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I know that game.
Yeah.
Did memory serve? Didn't you get a bunch of like dental tools? Like
No, never had dental tools. It was
all the books. Interesting. And my other question unrelated to that was, how many, just curious, if you were to put a number, I know it's almost impossible to probably do. It's like guessing jelly beans in the jar. How many postcards do you think you have in that their house you're in?
Oh, 500,000.
500,000?
Yeah. I think it's like 700 boxes. Well, maybe a little bit less than 500,000 because there's
because you sold one yesterday.
there's 30,000 up in the antique mall, but I guess you could say I own 500,000 cards, and I need to bulk them out, but that's going to be a while because I have there's too much.
Yeah.
I look around and all I see is dollar bills. My wife sees old smelly paper, but I'm just looking at it as like, well, I know, hell, if I sold them for 50 cents each, that's what, $250,000 if I do my public school education math right. So
yeah, I mean, that's you. I mean, even just doing like a eBay bulk out at 50 cents a card, they'll sell. I mean,
yeah,
probably the easiest way to do it too. Like the fastest way to monetize like 1,000 at a time at 50 cents a piece.
Yeah. What I plan on doing is everything I do, well, not everything I do, but the antique malls I'm in, pretty much experiments right now. I had those 30,000 cards. That was my live postcard show stock. And what I'm going to do with those, I'm going to give that antique mall 6 months. I'm making my monthly nut right now, but not a whole bunch more than that. And that just could be that location. And here I'm going into a second one tomorrow. But if those antique malls don't work out in 6 months, And my cards are priced pretty reasonable because they're really anywhere between 50 cents to, a couple bucks. But I think those are probably cards that could sell if I wanted to take the time and do it on eBay. That could sell them for, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 bucks.
Yeah.
But these cherry pick cards, those are the ones I'm thinking are $10+ each. But anyway, if these antique malls don't show or don't work out, where I'm just barely making my booth rental fee back every month, they're already sorted into states and topics. I'm going to start bulking them out. Like, here's 500 Gettysburg Battlefield cards. Here's 40 Reading, Pennsylvania cards. And I've done the research. You could probably get, if you do specific cities like that. And these are, it's chrome and back, but there are a lot of undivided backs and divided backs in there that I know I can get, a buck, at least at the very minimum, a buck each.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. And then I need to start into, the 70 or 50, 60,000 I just bought last month at the auction. I have one box left to sort through. But I got probably 12 boxes, maybe 12, 15 boxes of cherry picked, ready to go, or need sorted and scanned cards. And then I'm probably another 40 or 50, boxes that I just need to eventually lot up and dump. But I just need to, I'm like that guy on, if you ever watch American Pickers, that 80-year-old guy, and there's a weed encrusted motorcycle frame. Oh, I'm going to build something with that. That's me with lotting up postcards, probably.
Totally. I get, yeah. The last year I've had to like get away from that mentality for my own sanity.
Yeah.
And if I ever want to be in like a relationship with somebody ever again, that's the path from my kitchen to my couch had to go away. I had to have a living room again.
Yeah, I'm probably borderline hoarder, but I recognize that I have that hoarding tendencies with cards, but I also realize that I can get rid of them fairly easily. Just haven't done it.
Yeah, it's funny. Like once you flip that switch, though, then it's like, oh yeah, time to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do this for forever. I know you got to go, but maybe sometime in the future.
I got all day. I got it. I have another question for you. This is more of a I don't know, postcard theory. Do you think ever that Continentals will reach the same level of collectability that Chromes have? Because I know Chromes for a while, like nobody cared, and now they're like they sell almost as good as anything else.
I hope, because I probably have 30, 40,000 cards, but again, it's I think Continentals, or as with all postcards, it's got to be the subject matter.
Yeah.
I've sold Continental cards for over $100 before, but it's the subject matter. It was a famous Baltimore drag queen, and I can't remember her name right now, but she was actually in I think the movie Hairspray.
Okay.
Anyway, but this was a card that she sent out that was signed by her.
Yeah.
And I think it was either 100 or 150 I got for that card, and it was in my quarter box. And I just happened for some reason to start going through, and I looked at it again, and I was like, because usually the cross-dressing stuff does fairly well.
Oh yeah.
But regular Continentals, some of the amusement parks I've gotten 15 plus bucks. Yes, Divine. It was Divine.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be probably another 10 years, 15 years or so. But I'm putting them in my boxes for the antique mall. I'm putting pretty much $1 each on them. So I at least get hopefully $1 out of them.
Yeah, that sounds probably like about right.
Yeah, I always look at things. Sometimes I got to separate myself because I always look at. I'm looking at, to me, what the value is of a postcard, but I always discount what a true collector is looking for. And I got to keep in mind that maybe there is a collector out there that's willing to spend $10 on a Continental card, but sometimes I just look at it. Continental cards are they're that they're
Yeah.
earned. They're just yeah. But then again, you got to look at some of the Continental cards from Europe because uh, they were making 4x6 cards back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, real photos. Technically a Continental size, but the true Continentals now, uh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I have been selling from that bulk lot. I had there were just boxes and boxes of Continental cards in stacks of like 50. So just like Mark with all his Navy cards, I was doing. I have 50 uh, cards of the Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh, and I'm 299 or 249 or something like that, and they're selling slowly but surely. They're selling.
Yeah, I've pretty much always just bulked out my Continentals, and with the first couple of bulk lots I didn't even look at them. I would just get them out of here. I'm not going to list these.
Mm-hmm.
Now I cherry pick them. Not that I, not completely pick them over, but like the ones that I think that might be okay are pretty good. Like I've got some like more modern like reproduction of Titanic postcards and like a reproduction of like a Titanic ticket. Like there's all those like postcard. I guess they were big in the early 2000s and late 90s, like the birth of the internet. There was like these reproduction postcard companies out there on the internet that were doing like a lot of World War II stuff and the Titanic, like basically anything that was like whatever is the most popular postcard stuff, we're going to reproduce these in a Continental size and then just sell them on our website.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of stuff like that.
I don't know why the Continental came along, the size itself. I don't know if it had something to do with, the USPS made them do it. I don't know. I have no idea why they decided that it's no longer a 3.5 by 5.5. It's now 4x6.
They stopped teaching good handwriting in grade schools.
That could be
Needs more room now.
Yeah, probably. I think most kids today don't even know how to write cursive, or they don't even teach it anymore. But yeah, anyway.
I can't write cursive anymore. I tried the other day. I was like, I had to like seriously concentrate on every letter. I'm like, how do I go from a U to an A?
My hand hurts too much anymore. The old age arthritis stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say hi. We can do an interview some other time and get into the nitty gritty of everything if you want.
Yeah, I would rather not do an interview. I don't like that.
Okay.
I would much rather have you on maybe with Mark and have more of like a discussion.
Yeah.
Then something like that, and we can like, he can put it on his channel, I'll put it on mine, and do like a live stream, and maybe something more focused where we have a topic and agenda and stuff like that, and then let it. Yeah, obviously it'll probably go off from there, but
get the shit out of it and get your what do you need? Another 52?
52. I swear the last 100 is always the hardest.
Start making that 7 cents a day per video. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for popping in, and obviously you're welcome anytime.
Okay, yeah. I won't take up all your time popping in, but I finally got caught up after three weeks of busting my ass and been teasing you about coming on. So in every once in a while, and whenever you want to do that live show type thing, yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you're available. I'm always at home, and it's the winter time. So here in the Northwest, that means we don't leave the house ever. And
I'm always available. I just have to leave at in the early afternoon to pick up my daughter from school, but I'm always home.
And you'll be in Pennsylvania in a couple of weeks, right? When is that show coming up?
York York is the week before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday. Yes, I will be there. It's only like an hour away from me. I'm not setting up. I haven't been invited. And truthfully, when I set up, after all the expenses, I'm selling, $500-600 worth of cards, but after, booth setup, time, just the aggravation, the food and the hotel room, mileage. I know that's all taxed. It's just not, it does, I make more money, going and cherry picking.
Yeah.
That's where I make my money.
I'm looking at, man, airfare is so cheap right now. I could almost make sense just to head out there.
It's worth it.
$300 round trip from SeaTac.
Probably flying into Harrisburg or Philly.
Let's see here.
They're both. Harrisburg would probably be closer.
Yeah, I mean, like I could even make a few days of it and road trip a little bit. I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's just worth. You got 75 dealers.
Yeah,
and it just there. I used to go. I always had great plans. I'm only an hour away, and I always had these great plans. Oh, I'll drive and I'll spend all day looking at cards and come home, and I'm wiped. It's sitting on your ass for probably what 8, 9, 10 hours looking through postcards. It can actually it'll zap you. Oh yeah, Baltimore, Joe. Yeah, Baltimore is probably an hour away from York. Maybe not even an hour. Baltimore would be better.
Yeah.
But that amount of time just sitting on your ass and looking at cards, it would wear you out. And I wasn't making it back for that second day. And so when they didn't have it last year, but the year before I actually stayed over in a hotel and made it for both days. And I always come out of there with, 800,000 cards, usually from what I do is I'll go find the nice quarter boxes.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit there. And then usually that second day I went around to all the other dealers and I started hitting their, priced stuff. And some of them on that second day, they're like, they put up a sign half price. So I'm getting, Disney postcards that, for 50 cents or so they're easy $6-7 all day long. So that second day I'll spend a little bit more money, but I'll get, better quality stuff.
Yeah. And I'm sure too on that second day, as you get towards the end of the day, people start wheeling and dealing.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll run into, in fact, the last time I was there, a lady wanted me to buy out her whole lot of cards that she brought to the show. I didn't have enough money, and I started looking through the cards, and I wasn't too impressed. I mean, you could easily got your money back plus, but I didn't want to deal with, another, I don't know, 40 boxes of cards.
Yeah.
At the time. But,
yeah, and I mean, yeah. I mean, that's cool. Like for me, that also means I'm shipping it back home to myself, which is
that would suck.
Solid paper is about the heaviest thing you can ship.
Yeah, so that's cherry picking is the way to go.
Yeah,
that's why you did what I wanted to do 2 years ago. I wanted to, right when COVID started, I was booked to head out to Denver. They have the Denver postcard show. And I was going to go out. I was already booked. I was going to fly out and hit the Denver postcard show. I'm sorry, 2 days before the Denver. I was going to hit. There's like 3 huge antique malls out there. And I was going to go hit one of those a day, and then finish with the Denver postcard show, and then fly back. But COVID canceled all that. I think next year. I think it's May 22nd or 27th. May 27th is next year's Denver show. So I have a brother who's currently living in Tasmania, and every year he does Antarctica trips. He's works for the Tasmanian or Australian government and goes down to Antarctica, but he'll fly back to Denver, which is kind of his home base when he's not in Tasmania, and we're gonna go storm chasing. We like to go out and try to find tornadoes.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, we've done it twice so far, and it's been a thrill. But haven't done it for probably 5 years or so. But yeah, so I'll go storm chasing, and if I survive storm chasing, then I'll do the post.
Yeah, you got. I mean, tornadoes hit Denver, not usually often, but like that airport gets crazy weather. But then you're right next to like Kansas, Oklahoma, like a few hours out of there. So that's where.
Yeah, we've done one. The first time we went out to Nebraska, and then made our way down to Texas, and then the last time we did it, we went straight down to Texas where the storms were happening. It's been pretty cool.
That's neat. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I was a little disappointed postcard wise with the one antique mall that I went to. There wasn't a lot. I mean, I got some stuff. There was only one that was like reasonably priced. There was a bunch of them that had $6, $7, $8 that for like whatever, a linen courthouse.
Yeah.
But I found one that was like, it was very clear that all they had done was like emptied out a scrapbook and priced everything at $1. So I just, it had a little paper on it thing. And so I just bought it out. Like, but not a lot. Yeah. Not a lot postcard wise. I got lucky though, because I was doing estate sales out there, and everyone, I just went and I asked about postcards, and a lady overheard me asking, and she's like, I got postcards. So yeah.
Nice. I was just going to say something. Crap. Oh, when I was repricing the cards for the antique booth, I'm looking at previous owners. You could tell that a lot of these came from antique booth because they had the price and then whatever their booth number was. But they were trying to sell plain old common like courthouses for $8, $15. I'm like, well, no wonder I got it for pennies on the dollar in a box lot somewhere. You were never going to sell that.
Do you ever worry about taking that stuff off of the cards, or do you just?
I started because I have to have their booth off.
Oh, right.
Because so I started, by erasing.
Yeah.
If the price matched what I thought it should be, I kept the price, but I erased their booth number. But what I started to do was actually just scribble with pencil through. It was easier to scribble than erase.
Yeah.
So I just started scribbling just lightly through their stuff, but and then I re-sleeve it, or if the sleeve was still in decent shape, I just keep the sleeve. But then it's just price gun.
Do you remove prices for eBay listings or like booth number prices? You don't care? Yeah, I don't either.
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It's just if it's a really really nice card, and I got it for $1, I will probably, take that dollar off and then ask 50 for it or something like that. But normally, no, it doesn't. It just takes up too much time.
I don't. And my thought of it is, so, and I've had only one time has anyone ever said anything. You got this card for $25 and you're asking $25. And I'm like, well, at some point in this card's 100-year history, it was for sale somewhere for 25 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, because of linear time, unless you know where it is, I don't know when it got that price tag. It could have been the drugstore counter it was sitting in.
Yeah, could be.
So, yeah.
So, okay, well, I got to get ready to go bounce. So, but yeah, let me know. I'm available anytime.
Cool.
Anytime. So,
and thank you all. We got 28 people here in the chat. So, you're a popular guy. Thank you all, everybody. We do this, not necessarily this, but
I'll give you another thumbs down then because I suck.
Oh,
there's another thumbs down for you. Oh, you got another one. You got like 4 thumbs down. Okay, I'll change it to thumbs up.
Cool. Well, thank you, everybody in the chat. We'll be back tomorrow. We start shipping, and then who knows what happens. So I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you, Popeye, very, very much. Welcome back to YouTube.
Don't bother subscribing to me. I will not have content. I'll just come and bug other people. Too much
Awesome.
pressure and too much bullshit to actually bring up a channel again.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Although you probably hit 1,000 subs, you've become probably more known as legend since you ended your channel than you were while you were running it.
Yeah. I'll do that for just shits and giggles and just see if I can reach 1,000 before you.
You would, I guarantee it.
Worth it. I did find like 20 of my videos though. I thought I deleted everything. I mean, I nuked the hell out. I thought everything was gone, but there was a folder. It was like a pre-transfer folder, and there's like 20 videos in there, like going to antique malls and postcard shows and shit like that. And nah, I just probably need to get rid of those too.
Well, again, thank you very much, and yeah, well, we'll figure something out with Mark.
Yeah.
And you know what I'll probably do is like cut this out of my live, and then
Make sure you
up with like Popeye. Yeah, with that'll be our thumb.
Popeye the Return or some horse shit like that. See, if
Yeah.
you did a live show, you might, I'm not tooting my own horn, but maybe you could get those extra 50 subs or so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that'd be neat. We'll see.
Because I'm almost always in the chat. Some days I don't say anything because I'm just working my ass off. But yeah, I'm almost always there.
Yeah, and thank you. It's been awesome to have you there, and you're definitely like an awesome source for information and entertaining as well. So
yeah. Okay, Matt, you have a good day.
You too. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.